Lack of sexual desire in a partner. Does this mean the relationship is over? Does a partner's lack of sexual desire mean the relationship is over? We uncover some of the factors that may be behind this problem. For many couples, sex is an important part of their lives. It gives them a moment of intimacy and togetherness and makes them feel content. However, we all know that the exuberant amount of emotions experienced at the beginning of a relationship tends to calm down and the bond takes on different shades as the years go by. What then happens when there is a lack of sexual desire in a partner? Lack of sexual desire in a relationship is often a serious problem. But as the psychotherapist Xavier Serrano-Hortlano pointed out in a lecture from 2003, even when the desire is gone, there can still be well-being, communication, participation, development and joint growth. Difficulties arise when this is not the case. Xavier Serrano-Hortlano has an encouraging message for those who wonder why their partner seems to lack sexual desire. Furthermore, he believes that a lack of desire is not necessarily a circumstance that should be a prerequisite for a breakup. Below we will look at how a lack of sexual desire can be solved, even though it may initially appear to be the beginning of the end of the relationship. Lack of sexual desire in a partner. There are several reasons for a partner's lack of sexual desire. Furthermore, each one requires different solutions. Each individual handling strategy has a certain degree of difficulty and will require a corresponding effort. We will look at the different scenarios that can cause a lack of sexual desire in a partner, the possible ways to solve them. Infidelity is a common cause of a partner's lack of sexual desire. The newspaper LRAZON has collected data on a survey carried out by a dating portal. It claimed that the lack of sex is one of the reasons why someone considers an extramarital affair. But making this decision instead of solving the problem only complicates the problem. Having other relationships prompts a loss of interest in the existing relationship. What can couples do in these cases? To begin with, they can try couples therapy. It helps many people to regain trust in their partners. If they want to save the relationship, therapy can be extremely helpful. In this environment, it becomes easier for them to communicate with each other. Problems in the relationship. If they argue too much, or if there is emotional distance or problems due to jealousy or infidelity, it is normal for the sexual desired attraction to decrease and the desire to love may disappear. Sexual dysfunctions. Premature ejaculation or vaginismus, among other possible sexual dysfunctions, can cause a lack of sexual desire in a partner. The discomfort or fear felt by the victim will make sexual encounters more and more sporadic. In this type of situation, it is advisable to consult a doctor. There are several causes of sexual dysfunction. The doctor will be able to rule out physical causes, which is extremely important. Sexual dysfunctions can also occur at certain times, caused by external agents, e.g. alcohol. However, a misattribution of causation can cause anxiety to arise, creating a permanent problem where there was none. This can be solved with the help of a doctor and a sexologist. Boredom can lead to a lack of sexual desire in a partner. Another reason for lack of sexual desire in a partner can be boredom. When partners have been together for years, it's easy for sex to become routine and any surprises and experimental behavior to disappear. In the sexual area, a relationship must be taken care of in order for it to work. It is like adding fuel to a fire so that the flame continues to burn. Relationships are the same. Dating, using sex toys and trying new positions are all ways to maintain sexual relationships. Tantric sex can also be helpful. Stress and/or anxiety. Daily stress, worries and anxiety cause changes in the hormones and a series of physical and psychological changes that end up affecting the level of sexual desire. When tensions build up and situations become overwhelming, blockages arise, which often affect the couple's sex life. In fact, stress usually prompts feelings of apathy and inhibition of desire. Sexual boredom. Always practicing the same sexual positions and repeating the same thing ends up killing any person's desire. Therefore, it is extremely important to take the initiative and experiment with new ideas to discover new forms of enjoyment together. Fear of not satisfying one's partner. A partner may feel fear or worry about not being able to satisfy their partner in bed. This may cause him or her to avoid or refuse to have sex. What should you do if you experience a lack of sexual desire in a partner? As you have seen, there are several factors that can cause a lack of sexual desire in a partner. Although the solution depends on the specific circumstances, it is important to know how best to tackle this problem together with your partner. Talk openly about a partner's lack of sexual desire. This is the most important thing. The first step is to talk to your partner about any issues that are troubling or worrying you. Express how you feel and convey how important it is to you to have a more active sex life. Also, let him or her tell you what he or she feels and thinks about the problem. Now try to be completely honest, understanding and respectful. Identify the obstacles and how to solve them. The factors that can affect sexual desire are different, so you need to find out the cause of the problem and act accordingly. If your partner e.g. is going through a difficult time or is more stressed than usual, try to understand and offer him or her your support to help him or her relax and calm down. If the problem is physical, you should offer your help and schedule an appointment with the appropriate doctor. Review your expectations and beliefs. In our society, there is an implicit norm that sex is important in a relationship, and the more the better. Therefore, its absence is synonymous with trouble. However, studies continue to uncover the complex and diverse nature of sexuality. In fact, research suggests that for some people, a lack of sexual desire in a partner is perfectly acceptable. If there is no disorder associated with your partner's lack of sexual desire, it may be the ideal time to reconsider your own values in this regard. Why does your partner no longer want you? Does that mean he or she doesn't love you? Are your levels of sexual desire compatible? There is a lot to think about. Seek professional help. If it is a physical condition, your partner should be treated by a relevant specialist. Similarly, it is best to seek professional help if the problem has a psychological origin. Your partner can seek help from a sexologist or couples therapist. Does a partner's lack of sexual desire mean that your relationship is over? As mentioned, in this kind of case it is always advisable to seek professional advice. It's nothing to be ashamed of. On the contrary, it is normal for sexual desire to wane over time. Children, lack of time, stress, everything has an impact, but there are solutions. Sometimes the lack of desire can be associated with a loss of love, resulting in a breakup. That said, there are other situations where the relationship can continue. But for this to happen, both members of the relationship must agree. If one party doesn't want to make an effort or show interest in working on a plan laid out by a therapist, it might really be over